Hello guys, how are you doing? Today we will be reviewing the latest MPV to hit the Malaysian market. It's a 7-seater front-wheel drive vehicle. And here's the key for the car. You see it? There we go. Wait, hold on. Propeller badge? 7-seater? MPV? A car to carry kids? Wait, hold on. Is this an alternate universe or what? Nah man, this guys is the brand new BMW 220i Gran Tourer. Yup, it's a 7-seater MPV from BMW. Now we're gonna see if this is really a car that Munich produced, or is it just another whatever vehicle with a propeller badge. Check it out. Let's get comfy. Nice one. Alright guys, well, first impression when you get inside, yeah, you are definitely in a BMW because everything looks familiar, from the layout and the screen and the multifunction steering wheel. It all looks very BMW-ish. The only difference is you feel like you are in a much roomier vehicle. You've got a lot of space in the cockpit area. You've got a lot of cubby holes because don't forget, at the end of the day, this is a vehicle for you to ferry your family in. You've got the standard compartments, you've got the cup holders all around. The only gripe that I actually have with regards to the cockpit area is that you've only got one USB port over there, and really, mom and dad would need 2 USB ports, guys. Simple to understand. The seat covering is very nicely done in leather, and then you've got this nice wood finish paired with the brushed aluminum. Well, it's not really brushed aluminum, but it's sort of like chrome strips that have been given a slight matte finish. Think of it as a pearlescent chrome finish, and you've got the idea of how beautiful this interior is. And of course, it's the typical BMW fit and finish. It looks great. It definitely feels great because they've used only the best materials and stuff. The layout is really nicely done. You've got your climate control over there, your entertainment over there, and of course you've got your iDrive system over here, which of course comes with nav right here in Malaysia, and that makes a big difference because you're going to be able to use all of this, and very easily so. Immediately you feel like you want to be a kid again because you're sitting in MPV and you've got a lot of space. Yes, space is definitely one of the premium stuff that you have with this car. I'm sitting in the second row, and you've got pretty alright space over here. The headroom is definitely a winner. You get stuff like coat hangers and a lot of the goodies that you will definitely need to ferry your family in. Isofix, and even BMW has even produced a line of child safety seats that goes with this car, so you can keep everything intact. But once again, the one thing that is definitely missing are the USB ports. I feel that that should be really one of the priorities when thinking about, especially when you're going to go on long journeys and they need to be entertained, right? Since you don't have any in-car entertainment, you'll need to have that kind of stuff, your iPads and your phones and all your gadgets to keep them entertained, and you really need to have USB ports even back here. So just the one USB port up front is definitely going to do. You do get a cigarette lighter port over here for you to charge your stuff, but again, who uses cigarette lighters anymore, man? You just go with the USB ports, and that's exactly what we need. The seats, the rear seats actually slide front and back, and that definitely plays a role in how much space you get for the third row of seats out back. And of course, there's also a 40-20-40 split for the seats, and this all plays to how much space you have to play with the cargo. But you know what, seriously, with the seats all the way back and a decent sized 6-footer sitting up front, you're gonna get decent comfortable space back here, and it's very roomy and very light, and it's all good. But let's go and check out the back. So imagine you've got all your shopping with you, right? And you come back here. BMW has got a sensor down here that will allow you to open the tailgate automatically, but I've tried it 1,000 times. It doesn't seem to work with me. Maybe it doesn't like me, or maybe I'm just doing it wrong. But nonetheless, if you have the keys in your pocket, all you need to do is do that and the tailgate opens automatically. Voila. In fact, you can even open the tailgate with your keys. You've got a tonneau cover over here to hide all your stuff, and you've got a pretty decent cargo space over here. This is where you lug all your shopping and all that. Of course, as I mentioned earlier, the 40-20-40 seats in the second row can be pushed forward, giving you a lot of space, and you can do so by a flick of a button. How cool is that? That's very easy. So now you can load whatever you want into there. In fact, you can even remove this and put that there for you to have a cavernous space for you to put in, you know, the stuff that you pick up from the newly opened Purists IKEA. But anyway, if I get this out of the way for a second, there is a place to store that, but yeah, I'll show that to you in a bit. You can actually pull these up, and here you will get your third row of seats. You will realize that it's pretty cramped back there, so safe to say that only kids will be able to sit back there. But again, if you're going to put kids back there, what do you need? USB ports, because you need to have the iPads and stuff all hooked up back there, and you don't get them. The only thing you get is this power outlet over here, and that's it. You get a lot of space to put all your stuff. You've got all this netting, and this is where you put your bottles and your books and your toys. All you need to do is to just add a couple of USB ports and you would be driving a perfect vehicle. But we are talking about driving over here, and being a BMW, it has to drive well. For BMW to make the decision to not do a rear-wheel drive vehicle, the first in their 87 years of history, has got to be something that is driven by something really, really massive. And having spent the last 2 days with this car, I can tell you that you're not driving a 3 Series or a 5 Series or any of the other BMW cars. Having said that, this car actually drives right and handles better than some of the competitors. In terms of MPV driving, this actually drives a lot more like a car as compared to any of the MPVs that I have driven. You actually feel quite sure-footed, you feel planted. The 220 lump makes 192 brake horsepower and 280 Newton meters of torque, which is just about right for this vehicle. But BMW does not feel that you need to have massive amounts of power, considering that you're going to be carrying your family, which is a great consideration. Now, in the same vein of thought, I don't understand why you have a driving mode select over here, which allows you to choose from Eco Pro, which is all good. It lets you save energy and fuel. You've got Comfort, which is the most comfortable setting that you can get, and then you've got Sport. Why would you want to have Sport in something like this? I don't quite understand. You don't need it lah. Basically, you just don't. Because in regular standard comfort mode, it is quite comfortable to drive. It may not be the most comfortable MPV out there. This does have to retain some of the BMW traits that is, well known, but it is alright. Long distances will be good in this. You get good feel from the steering. It is chunky, it's beefy, and it's nicely weighted. It might not have the most tactile feeling for a steering wheel, but you're not driving a sports car yet again, so that's quite okay. Of course, this is paired with the 8-speed automatic gearbox, so the 8-speed auto box works a doddle, and all in all, with the engine lump that is provided to you, with the setup of the suspension, and also with the gearbox, you get a slightly sportier driving MPV as compared to some of the softer MPVs out there, which bodes well for the propeller badge, yet at the same time comfort is retained and your kids are going to be happy, provided their iPads don't run out of power lah, if you know what I'm saying, I mentioned earlier. Right then, folks from Munich, this I've got to say to you, very commendable effort in your very first MPVs, definitely something that will please the family, and thank you so much for retaining a lot of the stuff that we love the most about BMWs, i.e. great driving experience and also fantastic fit and finish and quality. Definitely, we are looking forward to what else you're going to do in this market segment. We can only imagine that when you do roll out your luxury MPV, top of the line ones, you know, something that is equivalent to either the 5 or the 7 series in the world of MPVs from your brand, it's definitely going to be something that is absolutely spectacular, because as it is, you are definitely giving your competitors a lot to think about.